All right, boys. I went and watched Eternals last night, and I thought it was pretty good. There was stuff about the film that I didn't like. There was definitely some things that I thought were really, really good. Spoiler alert: this is heavy spoilers for anyone who's gonna watch this. But um, I think my main gripe with the film, the main complaint I had was so the movie starts out like at the beginning of the Eternals, right? So it's like 5,000 BC or some shit like that. A really long time ago, thousands of years ago. And then they go to the present day and they go back in time a couple of times, like I say at least three. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. But they go back. They do these like flashback sequences at least three different times in the movie, and it's not that it takes away from the film. It's just you sometimes like, I mean, this it's not like it doesn't look like it's back then. They do it. This movie looks visually great with the exception of like two or three shots that kind of looked really bad. But they kind of just will like go back in time to like 575 like BC or AD or something like that, and they'll be in like Babylon. That is a place where they go, and they'll just go back and they won't tell you they went back until like a couple minutes like after they're already there. So it's a little strange, the jumps, just the jumping around and the timeline and shit. It's a little weird, but I don't think it makes the film bad. Uh, I've been checking reviews for this film for a while. I was staying updated. Before I went and saw it last night, it was sitting at like a 55 or like a 54 on Rotten Tomatoes. Now it's at a 40 fucking 9%. And to be honest with you, y'all can see the scores right here. We got maybe not. We got the 49%, and then the 86 for audience. If I'm being completely honest, I definitely way more agree with the audience score. The tomato meter, I think a lot of these reviews are terrible. The ones that say the movie is bad, and they don't, because they do not tell you why they don't like this movie. And I'm gonna use this review, if this is even this is not a review. This isn't a review, but this is an article, which we can go read the review this guy wrote. But I know it's the New York Post, and it's like, fucking, yeah, like Hunter Biden smokes crack and shit. Like, these are the people that think that, and like, this is literally some of the worst media you can consume right here. Like, this is fucking bottom. This isn't bottom of the barrel. This is literally what is, like, you flip the barrel over after you've got everything off the bottom, out of the bottom of it. It's what's underneath of the underside of the barrel. So this is not even bottom of the barrel. This is like underside of the barrel. So like where the fungus and shit grows. But title of the article, which I saw this on my phone, and I fucking couldn't. I had to click on it. I had to click. Please kill the Marvel Cinematic Universe before it's too late. And I was so curious by that headline. And I started to read, and this is what it says. In the 2002 film Spider-Man, Peter Parker's Uncle Ben told him his nephew, with great power comes great responsibility. What he did not dramatically say was, with great power comes more than 30 films, because those Sam Raimi films were clearly connected to the Marvel Studio films, and Sam Raimi, I mean, it's all connected according to this motherfucker. But that unfortunately is Maniac Marvel Studios. Kevin Feige's misguided interpretation of the comic book wisdom. I can't even read these sentences because they're just jumbles of words that are fucking stupid. Eternals, out Friday, is somehow the 26th movie in the so-called Marvel Cinematic Universe. So-called. You can even call it that. It's not a cinematic universe. It's just 26 movies. It's not a cinematic universe. A Texas-sized web of cinemas since 2008's Iron Man. There are 7 more on-screen clones publicly announced through 2023's Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and many others are said to be in development, which sounds like a plan, less like a plan than a threat. What? Wait, what? I don't even know what the fuck that's... If Marvel continues their Usain Bolt pace of releasing 3 movies a year, which it's 4 movies a year. This guy is... It's literally, they're releasing 4. Black Widow, Shang-Chi, fucking Eternals, and then Spider-Man. That's literally 4. So this guy can't even count. So I figured out the problem, I guess. This guy literally can't even count to 4. He only knows 1, 2, 3, apparently. Well, he knows 50, so he can count. He just is choosing to be an idiot. By 2029, we'll have 50 of these things. Stop the madness! Shut the fuck up. And he's got this, I love this. Now that the Marvel suit is on its last legs, is it time to end it? And this is where it gets really... This is where it goes from, like, 0 to, like, 100. Because it gets... This is... Yes. Yeah, why would these addicts pack up shop now? Feige and friends are printing money. Endgame ranked at nearly 2.8 billion worldwide for the evil little mouse. Holy shit. Disney and crazed fans are still slobbering over capes and spandex, if not with the same intensity as they did with Black Panther and Avengers Endgame. Briefly the highest grossing film of all time before Avatar, buoyed by a release, blew past it. Buoyed. These 2 films, however, also mark the franchise's peak of quality. Now there it is. This guy, for some reason, doesn't understand that there were 3 phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we just entered the 4th phase. And it's not really like we hit the reset button, but it's kind of like, you know, we're starting new chapters. He's saying that Black Panther and Endgame are peak Marvel. Black Panther and Endgame, they all came in phase 3, the last phase of the MCU. And if you think about it, if you really sit there and think about it, but apparently this guy fucking does not do that. Some of the worst films are... And The Incredible Hulk is a phase 1 film. That's a phase 1 film. If all these people that gave Eternals a shitty review is going to sit here and tell me that they would rather watch The Incredible Hulk, because that movie is so bad, and the fight at the end is ugly as fuck. You can't even tell what the fuck's going on. They're going to tell me that if you're going to sit here and be like, yeah, this movie's shit and Incredible Hulk is better, you are objectively wrong. Like, it's not even like your own opinion. Eternals is a better movie than Hulk. I mean, the Edward Norton just didn't do it for me. And not at all. Not like Mark Ruffalo does it. I know it sounds like I'm sucking him off right now, but fucking Edward, I do not think that was no Ed Norton, but regardless, this guy seems to forget that, or I don't know. I guess this guy just thinks that you can just, you know, make the best movie ever just right off the bat, just best picture, highest grossing film of all time. If they did it once, why can't they do it again? Like, I guess that's this guy's mindset right now. Besides being the I forgot about this. One of my favorite parts right here. This right here. If I were Feige, well, I'd buy a Greek island, but I also wouldn't send my awards show tux out to the dry cleaners next year. Like, bro, Spider-Man hasn't even come out yet. How the fuck are you gonna sit here and be like, this is so shit. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is over. Like, bro, you didn't even remember that Spider-Man is coming out. Like, fuck. Besides being the flick to surpass the James Bond series' scant 25 chapters, Eternals holds a less illustrious record. It's the worst reviewed Marvel entry so far. Yeah, he neglects to tell you that is critic score, because audience score 86%, and there are more than 1,000 of these. There's only 200. Well, you get the benefit of doubt. 250. When it's really 243 critics. And then we go and look at Incredible Hulk. If I can spell. So, according to the critics, this film, is better than the Eternals, which I don't know how anyone could argue that. I guarantee you, if I went up to the people that reviewed the Eternals and asked them, what makes Hulk better than the Eternals? I guarantee you they wouldn't even be able to tell me what the fuck happens in the movie, because literally no one watches this. Nobody talks about this because it is a forgettable movie. I liked Eternals a lot. I'm gonna probably go see it again. Like I thought it was a very, 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 very well made movie. It's like I said, it wasn't perfect, but I mean, this so this guy, we'll open his review here. He said he gave Eternals 1 star because the sleepy dud jumps between so-so and so embarrassing. It introduces some 10 bland characters we don't enjoy or care about. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I feel like every single Eternal had their moment. I don't know if he says, when he says 10, I don't know if there's actually 10 Eternals. With the exception, spoiler alert, with the exception of, fucking Thanos' brother, Harry Styles, at the end in the post-credit scene, which I know he was only there for like a minute, but he didn't really, it really wasn't working for me, either. But, shit, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Shit. Oh, yeah, and another character, which he's not an Eternal. We don't really know what he is yet. Maybe some Blade shit might be going on with Kit Harington's character, whose name I cannot remember right now. Oh, it's Dave, right? Is it Dave? Wait. I need the... Oh, shit! Wait, what? What's his name? What? No. What is his name in the movie? Okay, I don't even... It's not important, but... Gemma Chan's character, Sarsi, Kumail, Nanjiani's character, I can't remember his name. The guy who followed him around, the guy, Paperboy from Atlanta, I can't remember the actor's name, Fastos, he did really well. The kid Eternal Sprite is her name in the film, she did really good too. It's like I said, Gemma Chan as Sarsi, really, really good. Richard Madden, I am not a Richard Madden fan at all, but he did really good in this. Salma Hayek, that's another thing. I did expect to see more Salma Hayek in the film. She is technically the lead Eternal. Ajak is her name. I thought Salma Hayek did a really good job. The characters, they have really good chemistry on screen. It's not awkward. I guess there's like a sex scene in like the first 10 minutes of the movie. That is a little awkward. It's very strange. Yeah, that's about as awkward as it gets. At least that's about as awkward as I think it gets, for the most part. Don Lee, I think, is his name, plays, fucking God, how can I fucking, I don't know why I can't remember these fucking names. Gilgamesh. Yeah, Gilgamesh, Kingo, it's like, and Angelina Jolie, that's another thing. Angelina Jolie's character, like, halfway through the film, like, you're kind of like, she's not really doing anything, and then, like, she, like, gets involved in shit, and you're like, oh, shit. You're like, oh, shit. It's good. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Leah McHugh, okay, yeah. Brian Terry Henry, Lauren Ridloff, and Barry Hyogen. I hope I pronounced that right. These two fucking they fucking almost steal the movie. Their chemistry is great. Their characters are great. They're kind of really relatable. Lauren Ridloff is an actual deaf actress, and she plays a deaf superhero, and it's really good. She does a really fucking good job of doing it. Her character is funny. She's witty. She's powerful. There's a scene where she fights Icarus near the end of the movie. Yep, big spoiler alert. Big spoiler alert. And it's like it's bad. It's kind of badass. Like it's not bad at all. Yeah, this guy. This guy is really funny. He's there for comedic relief, but it's not. It doesn't feel forced. It's like you genuinely feel like this guy has a connection with Kingo because he follows him around and shit. I like it. I thought the characters interacted with each other really well. I thought their chemistry on screen was really good. But this guy said that we don't care about the characters, we don't care about them or like them or anything because there's a gay one. I fucking hate gay people. No, I'm not saying he said that, but that's kind of like, I don't know why he hates all the characters because they're not all hateable. But like our distant cousins in Wyoming, we have to see them again and again because they're in the damn family. Yeah, all you... What? Yeah, my distant cousins in Wyoming, god damn it. That Eternals movie was... I don't... What does he mean we have to see them again and again? They've only been in one fucking movie. I don't understand this man. This doesn't even make sense. We have to see them again and again. Like his fucking mother-in-law, like he fucking sees every other weekend when he goes pick his fucking kid up from because he doesn't have full custody. What the fuck is he talking about? Again and again. Bro. Yes, I know the recent Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings was very good, and Black Widow was fine, however, and deep down, you know this, Marvel fans, you know this, the MCU's best days are behind it. God, bro. Oh my god, this guy does not get it at all. This guy does not fucking get it. Before the pandemic, we were being force-fed flavorless Soylent Green like Captain Marvel and Ant-Man and the Wasp, and there will be more uninspired crapola. So much more! I feel like that's what this guy was like. I feel like that's what this guy was saying to himself in his head when he wrote this article. He's not happy at all. Getting out when the going is good and ensuring a legacy goes against our modern more attitude. Instead, we wring out every last penny from something until it dies a pathetic death. Over at Disney, they've turned Star Wars into the never-ending story and are forcing Harrison Ford to play Indiana Jones again at 79 years old. This isn't even true. I don't know where they're reporting on this. Fucking Harrison Ford wanted to make another movie after Crystal Skull. He has been wanting this, so that's a fucking lie. Don't even listen to these goddamn lies. The guy already looked exhausted when he made Crystal Skull 13 years ago, but it's Disney who's holding the whip now. Just fucking stupid. It wasn't always that way. Seinfeld went off the air in 1998 as one of TV's most popular shows. In 2002, tennis player Pete Sampras retired shortly after he won the U.S. Open. What is this guy doing? All in all, in the article, Uncle Johnny's advice. Uncle Johnny's advice is there's real dignity in walking away on top. Or flying, such as the case may be. Well, there you have it. This is why the Marvel Cinematic Universe should die. He just told you the reasons. Didn't tell you anything at all, actually. He didn't give you one reason as to why the Marvel Cinematic Universe should be killed off or just end. He literally did not say anything. And much like how I've said for the past 2.5 years, conservatives are the best, and Ben Shapiro is perfect at it. They are the best at just fucking just saying so many words and they're not actually being anything there. But let's go look at his review now. Let's go look at his review. Eternals review. One of Marvel's worst movies so far. It's, oh my god, it's so bad. There's gay people in it. It's so bad. There's a sex scene in it. We can't have sex. Just out of Infinity Bore. Sorry, Marvel's Eternals. Seriously, what a snooze. Fresh off of winning the Best Director Oscar for Nomadland, Chloe Zhao is upchucked one of the MCU's worst movies in ages. And to what end? Eternals will no doubt become a Jon Favreau punchline in a future Avengers film. Need not exist in a universe that already counts the Fantastic Four and X-Men among its franchises. Here you go, ticket buyers. Another far worse, uninformed collective of super beings with conspicuously similar powers and a vague, grandiose mission to save humanity. Well, where were our amazing protectors when several hundred innocent people walked into a lousy 2-hour, 37 movie Monday night? He still has not given me a reason the movie's bad. Bro, you're not even telling me what you thought. You're just saying it's bad. This review is fucking so fucking... Dude, you're an it. This fucking Johnny Oleksinski guy, bro, you're a fucking moron. Straight up. Like, you're not even telling me why the movie's bad. Maybe you'll tell me. The Eternals are powerful aliens who have spent 7,000 years on Earth keeping the masses safe from the deviants, which from what I gathered are wolves made out of twigs. This guy knows. He's he's so witty. I love this guy's witty humor. Wolves made out of twigs. Damn, I wish I thought of that. So smart, bro. That was so funny. However, like Star Trek's Prime Directive, they refuse to impact the course of history. I really, really, really love when someone is giving a review of a movie. They will just talk about like some other completely unrelated movie or franchise or show or whatever and be like, well, look at what they did. And then here's this. It's like, bro, it's not the same thing. Like, why are you talking about why? But the most important difference between the Eternals and X-Men, however, is that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Halle Berry's Storm are layered, fascinating character studies. What? Bro, Halle Berry's Storm is a layered, fascinating character study? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god, what the hell is he talking about? Angelina Jolie's Thena has a personality of a bar of soap and an accent that suggests her semester abroad in London was the best 4 months of her life. Whoa! This is so bad. But before I continue reading, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching this, please, and do this for everything. Do not listen to things you see on the internet. Do not listen to what people say. Just go and see it for yourself. If you really, really want to know, something, you have to go do it for yourself. Because listening to other people can sometimes just be the worst thing in the entire fucking world. And this guy is absolute proof of that, because this is just not... Oh, the characters are... What the fuck? Fuck you, New York Post. Holy shit, I'm already on y'all's website. Y'all need more from me? God damn, y'all greedy motherfuckers. All the characters are similarly bland. Richard Madden's Icarus is hot. Can fly? Has laser eyes. He's literally... Gemma-chan Cersei is able to change inanimate objects into other inanimate, but God forbid she alter her facial expression. What the fuck? What is he talking about? That's like... I don't know about that one, dog. That's a little strange to say. God forbid she alter her facial expression. But then you have a picture of Salma Hayek when you're talking about Gemma Chan's character. Also, he's completely neglecting to tell you that Icarus and Gemma Chan's character, they have a relationship. They had a relationship. They literally have an intimate sex scene in the movie, and he's just neglecting to tell you that. He's just not mentioning it at all. These are the characters. He's just telling you what the characters can do. Like, I don't fuck. He's not telling you about their personality. This man is literally neglecting to tell you things that are in the movie. I guess maybe he just forgot. Or maybe he's just fucking stupid. Druig, very good character, as I said. Very good. Very good. Can control people's minds. Kingo stars in Bollywood movies and has fire hands. It's also not accurate at all. It's not fire. It's not fire. I don't know what the fuck. Makari, Lauren Ridloff, who's the deaf character, runs super fast and is also deaf. Something that he's neglecting to tell you. Something that they do really well in the film. It makes it interesting. This is a deaf character. She has to communicate with sign language. It's interesting, but he's not telling you that. Gilgamesh. What? Is this him? Wait. Oh, this is his other name. Is really strong, and Sprite has the ability to trick people with optical illusions. There's also Fastos, a magical inventor of new technologies, played by Brian Tyree Henry, who boasts one of the time jumping movie's most confounding moments. The screen reads Hiroshima 1945, while Henry stands amid the wreckage and yells, "What have I done?" That's like in like the like this like that's like 60% through the film. That's like over halfway through. So I don't know why he just like randomly threw that in there. Also, these pictures are so large, bro. Your half of your review is just pictures of the fuck. They're just still frames of the movie. Like, dude, you didn't even fucking like write an article or a review. You just put pictures in it. And the group's leader, Ajak, is played by Salma Hayek. Why do you have a picture of her? So stupid. Who is not even allowed to be fun and Salma Hayek-y. What is he talking about? What the This guy probably likes the hitman's bodyguard's wife or whatever. You know what? I'm fucking, dude. I'm so curious now. Did this guy write, I want to see if he wrote, what the fuck? Okay, he did write an article on it. He said he hated it. Bro, you just said... The answer to the question, how many jokes can Salma Hayek crack about her own breasts, has arrived in some form of a movie called The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Bro, you literally just said that this film did not do enough of that, but then you're gonna, like, this is one of those people. This is one of those people that he just is a bitch because he will whine about whatever. I know he wrote a good article. I know he wrote a good article about Free Guy, and he really liked Free Guy. Free Guy was so good. It was so good. Free Guy was a good movie. Free Guy was good. It wasn't bad. I thought Free Guy was a little goofy sometimes, and I think it was trying to be goofy at parts, but let's continue. I lost count of how many times these 10 boring people casually found themselves in perfect triangular formation. I mean, I don't know why, like, what? What? The movie's conflict is that the deviants, which were believed to be destroyed, are back again, and our heroes must stop the atrociously animated monsters. Atrociously. Speaking of which, Denis Villanueva's Dune. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Please don't crucify me. Which hit theaters last Friday, showed theatergoers the wonderment, the wonderment well done CGI, the wonderment well done CGI can achieve, and how Marvel so regularly makes us beg for the bare minimum. They did the bare minimum with this film. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. Fuck. They ain't do shit. Fuck Marvel. Fuck Disney. Oh, this is the end of the review? Wait, what? What? Eternals with a lot of us to places like that. Iraq, South Dakota, Mexico, Mesopotamia, Babylon. They all look exactly the same and make the movie feel like, well, 7,000 years. Okay. I don't know what in the goddamn fucking... I don't know what movie this guy went and saw, but the Iraq scene at the end of the movie... This looks nothing like Babylon. What the fuck? Yo. The same thing with the South Dakota. Like, Salma Hayek's character, Ajax, she, like, lives her own life in, like, a small, like, little shack hut house, like on, like, a farm out in the middle of South Dakota, in the middle of nowhere. It looks nothing like these other places. I don't know why the hell this guy is just lying. These are literally just fucking lies on top of lies. The dramatic opening teases... The dramatic open ending teases a sequel. The ending is what he liked. The giggles in the auditorium throughout, however, suggest a reboot. What? Was that it? And then, we have this, which I don't know if they have all of these at the bottom of the article, but maybe I'm just misunderstanding this. Maybe this is why this guy can't count, because it says 291 people reacted, but these numbers are, they are, this is more than 291. Like, this is more, like, this is a lot more than 291, so, but, garbage. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. There's probably a lot of other reviews out there. I've read a couple ones that said the film was bad. There's probably a lot out there that are probably just gonna say they don't like the movie for certain reasons. It's like I said, I know there's a couple reasons a lot of people aren't gonna like this film. There is a sex scene. They don't show explicit nudity at all, but it is very much them. Two of the characters, Icarus and Gimichan, Sarsi, having sex. There's also Fastos, who is an openly gay character. He has a relationship with a man in the movie, and I'm sure that was not that some people... There were people in my theater that were actually fucking... They literally got up and left. Like, when they realized, like, Fastos was, like, openly homosexual. Like, that, like... So, yeah, people are probably just gonna, like, let their political and religious beliefs ruin something that's good, because, you know, it's fictional. It's not even real, but people are still gonna be upset about it, just because people like to whine and bitch. But, I figured I'd make this, and just to tell you guys kind of what I thought about the movie. Not really, but I wanted to, a lot of the bad review articles I've read so far, they have no substance, and they don't tell you why the film is bad. They just say it's bad because it's boring, but they don't tell you why it's boring. They just say it's boring. So I guess you're just supposed to, like, take that as you will. But it's like I said, please, for all future things, for everything that you do, every single day, if you really want to know something, if you really want to find it out, you go and find out for yourself. Don't trust anyone's word. Don't look at something up. Just, if you really, really, really want to fucking know, just go fucking find out for yourself. It's always better to experience something. Experience is unparalleled to anything else in the world. If you experience something, then you know what it is. Um, you can't experience a film through reading a New York Post review. I wish it was. I wish Johnny Oleksinski's review was that enthralling. It was not. Disappointed, very disappointed, Johnny, Uncle Johnny. But yeah.